possibly, so I stayed at home and coughed there, so it's good to be pretty healthy again. Anyway, so I am the business development officer for a global title insurance company. What business development officer means is kind of a fancy title, but what that means is it's my job to bring in business for both my offices in St. Pete and Tampa. So that means a lot of things. I do a lot of events, I hold events, I go to events, I do a lot of networking, I develop a lot of relationships. I help other people develop their business, so they'll send me business. It's all about working together and creating value for them, and then finding value in me, and then working together. A lot of benefits that Stewart, there's a lot of title companies out there. There's like gas stations around every corner, unfortunately, but you have to really provide something different. So I'm going to go through, if you would mind for me, if you wouldn't mind, grab my little sheet of paper I left for you all on the table. You can go through it with me, so you're not looking at me, I'll feel better. These are some of the benefits that Stewart Title offers. Being a premier global underwriter for over 130 years. What that means is we don't only just do your closing and settlement services at our office when you purchase your home, we also underwrite for other title companies that do that. So we've been doing that since, I think we do the math, it was 19, someone do that for me, what, 130 years, that'd be 19, 18, what is that, 1897, something like that? Sorry, I was so heated today. Anyway, so we were the first company to underwrite title insurance on a home in England back in the 1800s, so that's how long we've been around. We are a local title insurance and closing escrow company as well. We do complimentary, well, we have 17 locations throughout the state of Florida. We're nationwide, but throughout the state of Florida, we now have 17 locations, and no matter where the property is, we will do a complimentary notary closing if your seller or buyer is not within 20 or 30 minutes of one of our offices, or if it's just not convenient for them. We also provide remote online notary closings, which is called RON. That means if your seller is out of the country, out of the state, in the hospital, in jail, we'll go there and close the file for him without charge. I'm sorry, that's the notary online, that's online services. We will go to him, but we also, as long as there's a computer with them, we will do the notary online for them. We also offer $1 million of fraud protection for all wires. We use a service called Certified ID that Stewart offers. That's for the earnest money deposit wire at the beginning of the transaction, as well as any wires to the listing realtor and the buyer realtor for their commission checks. All that is protected. $1 million fraud protection for all parties on that file. Also, we offer bilingual support. Obviously, that business is very important to us. I think it's about 51% of closings in the area. So we do have processors and closers that are bilingual to make it more comfortable for you and your clients. I think locally, we've conjoined with our processors and closers. We have about 40, 50 years experience in the business, and we do a lot of 1031 exchanges. We do short sale properties, any type of closings, probate properties. We have a bevy of knowledge in those departments. Also, another thing that I offer my agents is we have property farming tools, which means it's nationwide, but more important locally. If you're wanting to market to a specific area, farming for those addresses are very important. That if you choose to market in that way. We also offer a cost calculator. If you're wondering how much our fees are and the buyers are closing, our buyers or seller side, you can just jump online, and we do have a phone app. You can just plug in the numbers and find out that. It's really easy. And let's see what else we have. Once you have a file with us, we have online access to that file where you can go online, plug in the address, and all your documents will be right there, and you can follow the process along to closing. Preliminary property searches. If a realtor is working with someone that wants to list their home, they're wondering if they want to know ahead of time if there's anything going to show up as far as liens on that title policy, we can do a preliminary search for them, so there's no surprises. Statewide, I do a lot of education for my realtors. We do statewide webinars about once a week. We have our attorney partner out of Orlando, speaking. Sometimes we get about 300 to 400 people online, getting education on what's going on locally in the market, as well as me doing in-person events at my office for my agents. And that's about it, everybody. Does anybody have any questions? What number am I on? How much time do I
17?
have?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay. Any questions, anyone? No? All right. Second sheet shows you great referrals for me are anybody that's doing it for sale by owner, anybody that is a real estate investor, residential real estate agents, commercial real estate agents, loan officers, anybody that you know that works for a bank, credit union, or a lending institution. And the best way to introduce me is through three-way email or text. Thank you.